In the heart of ancient Egypt, where the Nile kissed the desert sands and temples glittered beneath a golden sun, one woman stood above all, Cleopatra 7. A queen with the mind of a strategist, the charm of a goddess, and the courage of a lioness. Her kingdom was her legacy. Her beauty, a weapon. Her intellect, a shield. But even a queen is not immune to love. After the death of Julius Caesar, Rome was cracking like old marble. Power was divided between three: Octavian, Lepidus, and the great Roman general Mark Antony. A warrior forged in battle. Fearless, bold, and like Cleopatra, carved by destiny. One day in 41 BCE, Antony called the Queen of Egypt to Tarsus. He needed her wealth to fuel his wars. But Cleopatra never arrived as a servant of Rome. She sailed as a goddess. Her ship glided on the shimmering river like a floating palace. Purple sails billowed in the wind. Silver oars struck the water. Perfumed smoke curled in the air. Cleopatra reclined beneath a golden canopy dressed as Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Antony watched. And his heart, a soldier's heart, surrendered without a fight. Their first meeting was not politics. It was destiny. Even the Roman historian Plutarch wrote that Antony was captured by her charms, reeled in like a fish by a skilled hunter. Laughing, daring, and brilliant, Cleopatra invited Antony to feast in Alexandria. Nights turned into months as the queen and the warrior danced through the city like living myths. Banquets, jewels, wine, and secrets shared beneath moonlit pillars. Their love became a fire that neither could extinguish. Soon, a child was born. Then another. Their family was the heartbeat of a new dream, an Egyptian empire reborn, ruled by Cleopatra and Mark Antony together. But in Rome, jealousy stirred. Octavian, Caesar's adopted son, whispered poison into the Senate. He painted Cleopatra as a temptress, a foreign witch who bewitched their noble general. Antony was accused of abandoning Rome, of kneeling to Egypt. The propaganda machine roared like a hungry lion. The lovers, desperate to protect their future, prepared for the ultimate battle. The Battle of Actium. Antony and Cleopatra's ships faced Octavian's powerful navy. The sea churned with fear. Steel clashed. The gods held their breath. Smoke filled the sky. Their fleets faltered. In a moment of panic, Cleopatra retreated to save what remained. And Antony, seeing her ship leaving, followed. Their love led them away from victory and into history's heartbreak. Actium was lost. Octavian marched on Egypt. Alexandria trembled as Roman soldiers stormed the once proud capital. Antony, broken and surrounded, heard a terrible lie, that Cleopatra was dead. His world collapsed. Unable to breathe in a life without her, Mark Antony fell upon his own sword. Bleeding and dying, he was brought to Cleopatra, who was still alive, waiting in her mausoleum. Their eyes met one last time. He whispered that he loved her until the end, and then he left her forever. Cleopatra, now truly alone, refused to become Octavian's trophy. A queen bows to no conqueror. She chose her own ending. With the bite of a deadly asp, she embraced death like an old friend, joining Antony in eternity. With her final breath, the ancient glory of Egypt slipped into history. The Ptolemaic dynasty ended. Rome claimed the Nile. But the story of Antony and Cleopatra lived on, a love that shook empires, a passion that defied the world, a tragedy written in fire and sealed in the sands of time. Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Two names forever bound together. Not by chaos, not by war, but by love.